Hey now, I changed my background. Tell me which one y'all like better. I'm thinking I'm liking these stars right here. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. But tell me which one y'all like better. I'm back with Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 1, Part 3 to Reparations. So Nikki arrives at the party that the kids invited her to, Taylor and Quincy. And as soon as she gets there, Taylor and Lauren come up to her. Taylor hugs her and slips a phone in her purse. And then Quincy comes out of nowhere and, they start inviting her to the other side of I guess it's a shit. Oh no, Taylor is inviting Q to give her a drink. That's what it was. I forgot all about that, yeah. And then next thing you know, you see Nikki like, but I can't put my hands up, y'all. I mean, I can, but y'all can't see me doing it. But yeah, she was getting it down. You could see a big old cheesy grin, like she was loosened up, like alcohol be doing to people. You know what I'm talking about. Meanwhile, somebody then looked at the little family portrait of the DuPont, or the Franklin DuPonts, and wrote lies in lipstick. It looked like it might have been little Lauren who wrote it, but the clothes she had on earlier wasn't matching the clothes when she wrote the lies, or if it was her allegedly who wrote the word lies across the family portrait. So they had the family's boat house or whatever the hell it is, but it's dope. It's dope. Meanwhile, Angela show up at the party looking hot in a red dress, and Lance is playing poker or something. He looking handsome he got on a white shirt with a red jacket, and both of them looking good. But Angela is proud. She came in her own shoes, and she told him, "I buy my own shoes." Girl, I would have took them shoes, okay? They wasn't Louboutins, but I'm sure they was nice. And I don't know shit about shoes. I'm not into shoes like that. But I sure would have took them shoes, okay? She knows she like him. And then Nikki sees the picture with the word lies written across of it. All of a sudden, she hears somebody screaming like in the background, "Taylor, Taylor." And she goes to go see, and she see Lauren screaming that Taylor fell overboard, that they was just arguing, and she don't know what happened, and they just fell. And she just fell. Not they. That Taylor just fell. And Nikki, of course, she looking all distraught because she's a little girl too. She don't know what to do. But Taylor just leaves and leaves Nikki there. Well, she didn't really leave. She just stood there, and Nikki actually went and got the help. My bad. It wasn't really that. She really didn't try to go get help. She just stood there saying, "Taylor, Taylor." Dumbass. Damn, next thing you know, I'm sorry, not Ray. Damn. Tyree and Angela is slobbing each other down. Okay? You want to be like, girl, man, if y'all don't get a room. They rubbing all on each other, back all tight like Martin and Gina was. Y'all remember how Martin and Gina was? But that shit got cut short because you know what happened. Nikki called her mother upset because of Taylor falling in the water and getting questioned by the police. Because the police had to come. They had to come see what the hell was going on. So Angela had to leave to go see about her daughter. And of course, all the other parents had to come there for all them other kids. There's a lot of kids there. And of course, Leah and Raymond get there first, and the twins are sitting on the bench looking all scared. And Nikki is in a corner by herself. And Angela comes like a second right, she's walking right behind them. And she running to her, asking her, if she okay or whatever. So yeah, so Morris is asking his daughter, his son if they're okay too. And then the cop walks up to Morris actually walks up to the cop, and the cop says that they were actually able to get Taylor out, and she's alive. But he says that they already talked to Nikki Barnes, which is Angela's daughter, and she said that Taylor was with Lauren, his daughter, when she fell. And he needed to take both girls to the station for questioning, just to see what really happened, being that she's alive. And then Lauren's little lion ass comes out of nowhere and says, "I was nowhere near that Nikki girl when this happened." And she's drunk, when Taylor fell, and she's drunk. And then Angela, of course, says, "My daughter doesn't drink." And then Lauren says smell her breath, because she knew that when she first got there that they gave her a drink. So Leah comes and says, my daughter's not going anywhere. And then Angela says, then neither is mine. Okay. Thought that, she said it like, my daughter's not going anywhere. Ugh, she get on my nerves. I forgot to add in that she added in, I'm Leah Franklin DuPont and my daughter's not going anywhere. And Angela said, well, neither is mine. Okay. But of course, Angela is hot because, Nikki just got in trouble for fighting right before they got there. She got kicked out of school. So she's pissed when they get, they coming in the house. She going up on Nikki, about her drinking or whatever. She said, I don't got the money to get you out like them, I don't have the zip code, the money, none of that. So you going to have to watch yourself, little girl. And, of course, Nikki don't like it. But who does like it? And Nikki gonna have the nerve to say, oh, you trying to act like a mom now after Angela told her she was grounded. So much you always been so thirsty. Because you know how Angela's always like so ambitious and such a hustler. Like she trying to get into the Grace City. She trying to get her into the school. So Nikki like throwing that in her face. I think you had to tell her, slow your roll, baby girl. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. So Angela brings her to the Grace City's meeting, and Nikki like, I thought I was grounded. Like, the whole point of being grounded is stay in your room. Angela like, Ta-ta, my love, I'm trying to show you something. Trying to bring her into the world of the elite. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know. Yeah, so Olivia DuPont, which is Raymond's mother, who was Morris Chestnut, she is passing the torch to Leah Franklin DuPont, who I told you her mother used to run it, but when her mother stopped running it, then her husband's mother took over, and now she's passing the torch to her. And then all the women get to be nominated to come in with her as she's coming in as well. And then they have to like show, do some community service, do all these different things, or just basically be watched under a glass by the people in this community, and they get to decide whether they're going to vote you in or not, I guess. It's some old snobby bullshit. And at the same time, Leah's father and husband and her son are at the men's coming of age ritual. I think it's called a king thing. King something it's called. But it's dope because it's a legacy and it's passed down from generation to generation. And it's a bunch of black men doing the damn thing. So, again, maybe if Dusty's had things like that going on, we wouldn't have so many of them now. Get back to your roots and start doing the rituals like you should. So yeah, I want y'all to hear this, like this inductee speech that they're gonna say.
Covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole.
I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul.
In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud.
Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed.
Matters not how straight the gate. How charged with punishments to scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
I nominate Angela.
Yeah, I wanted y'all to hear that. That shit is powerful. And Angela got nominated by her friend Josephine. And then Olivia, which is Raymond DuPont's mother, says, Angela Vaughn, I don't know you. Fake acting like she don't know who she is. Where'd you say your mother was from? She's like Boston, and she acting like she don't know who she is. And Angela stands up and she said, what did your mother do? And Angela stood up and lied and said that her mother was a businesswoman. I mean, she kind of was. She did do hair, but she also was a maid. So she didn't tell them that she was a maid. So Angela lied. So she actually gave them ammunition to use against her later. And in these type of shows, that's what they do, girl. This is what they do. So yeah, so back to Angela. She is, after she says all of that, they talk about, what the organization is about and how they're going to be watching them to see what they bring to the table, etc. And at the end of the year, they're going to have some ball. And at that ball, that's when they'll decide who will be accepted. And then they talk about their first event, in which is going to be a mother-daughter dance. And they want volunteers for glamour. And Angela's like, oh, I'll do it. You know, because, of course, she's a cosmetologist, hairdresser, natural hairdresser. And Leah kind of ignores her and just tells somebody else to be on it and tell Angela, you know, to bring in refreshments. And Angela like, you want me on snacks? You want me to bring snacks? And she's like, no job is too small. And y'all, one of my favorite parts is when Angela was in the kitchen whipping up some of her homemade products, and she's playing this dope ass song, which I don't want to get a copyright strike for, so I don't want to play it, but it's dope. And she drinking her wine, and Aunt Piggy covered in and just started dancing with her or whatever, because Angela's like dancing around while she's stirring it up. And Aunt Piggy covered in, snatch her wig off and keep on dancing with her, like, girl, you ain't made your mother's conditioner in a hot minute or whatever. And talking about how her wig need to get done and stuff. I mean, it's one of my favorite parts because I love to see the bonding ritual between two family members or two sisters or two friends or whatever, because even though they're aunt and niece, they are like sisters too. They got a really close relationship, and I love that. Angela's just like, I just want to be close to my mother, I guess, you know, so that's why she made the conditioner. But I'm going to end this right here because it is about that time. And I will be back with another video for part 4. And if I didn't say it already, please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope y'all feeling this. Any questions that you guys have or anything, please let me know. And eventually I'll have the gang on here too. And the gang is just my husband and my dog, my grandkids, my daughters, just whenever they feel like dropping by. But anyway, I will talk to you later. Peace out, beautiful people.